Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready?
Get ready, dog.
When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever.
Sick with the talk, the pass to your receiver.
All about running the spot.
And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather.
Cardio kingpin.
Subjugate the dub play.
And you know we can't wait to bring spins.
A-star quizzes, A+ the final.
Vocals we align, we'll move it all
Simultaneously over joints we rock.
We earn
30 years, so you can say we got
3 turns.
Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men.
We install doubt in you and your yes men.
And if the game had veins, we'll insert
Upheaval the ground.
Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing. We're leaving the kings of all
Crown.
crown. Are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.
Keep it steady. To the letter, right? Turn it up, y'all. Keep the flow.
But can you rock it like rocket fuel?
What you talking about? Space out your mind.
But can you rock it like rockets,
That's a
fool?
close
Are you ready? Set? Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.
Keep it steady. To the letter, right? Turn it up. We giving the show.
But can you rock it like rocket
What you
fuel?
talking about? Space out your mind.
But can you rock it like rockets,
That's a
fool?
close encounter of what kind?
But can you rock it like rocket fuel?
We are about 40 miles or so south of Candlestick Point at a place that first opened back in 2014 as you get a look at Levi's Stadium here in Santa Clara, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the San Francisco 49ers. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Everybody sit quiet in. 56 is the mic. Nice, sweet, honey. 26.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around, and right away he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, the team...
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. D4, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Landry brushes him off. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
And credit the tackle to Taco. Taco Charlton with a stop. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
At the 47-yard line.
Garoppolo. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience is early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, where did the grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time.
Yeah, you know, I'll have to tell you that some other time.
All right, back to football.
Check.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Thomas, and a nice little start as he's able to get this up to the 28. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to cook up a nice, solid game. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
21. All day, dog. Check safety.
On 1st down, here's Breida. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers. Garoppolo gives to Breida. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
11.
Out of the shotgun, Breida. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
Here we go.
And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter.
Here we go. Check 55 to Mike. Hey, I'm coming after you.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. DeAnthony Thomas, his 6th touchdown of the season as his guy. Are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goal.
It got his man complete. It's a big play for the Cowboys on third. 64 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Power running by Zeke, and all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. A tough run by Apxllo-EU, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs, because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal. They come out here in the I. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott. Touchdown number 15 of the year. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point safely through. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. These two teams all tied after 1.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, gun. Go ahead.
From the 22, Garoppolo. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Come on, boy. You got
11.
Don't be scared of it.
I got this. Hey, high 7. 54.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And able to haul it in is Kittle. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Breida. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Hey, alert!
Now a toss play. It's Breida.
Get there.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Switch. 21.
Garoppolo going to try and throw on 3rd. Open man is Henderson. That's complete. He will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
Here we go, here we go. 12, fellas, here we go.
Here we go. Here we go. Shit.
On first down, it's Thomas. A pretty decent gain on the tough run before he's brought down at the 25. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman, and they've got it inside the 10 at the... They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Elliott running right. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down.
The catch, deservedly so, is going to get a lot of credit, but even more so because there's a defender there ready to make a play.
Yeah, just flat out muscled on that one. A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7.
Okay, baby, I see you.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Easy work.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Taking it in from 4 yards out as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
Well, this was a pass all the way, but he just kept buying time, didn't he? It was kind of like, wait. Oh, it's open. Time to hot-foot it and go. And, boy, was he successful.
Yeah, didn't go to the outside toward the pylon, just straight ahead, middle third of the field.
Shortest distance between 2 points. Straight line.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowski to punt this one away. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot him. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. To throw is Prescott. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they will get to him behind the line, but the clock continues to tick down. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. A great return there of 22 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. That's fielded in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Let's go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. The screen does get him 9, but it also brings up a 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. This is taken at the 15. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially given 15, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
The penalty does everything but get them a 1st down. It's close here on 2nd and inches. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
A 1st down throw for Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. And his pass incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Hey, tighten down.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the 1st. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll run it with Elliott. Yeah, brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks.
Here we go.
Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Flushed out right, and he hits Jason Witten, the tight end. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. A gain of 3, 2nd down. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Blue down. Hey, check right.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
Here's Prescott. The quick slant caught. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Michael Gallup, his second touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close,
weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida, 79 yards. And the 49ers have retaken the lead. They had just given up the lead, and they get it right back.
Yeah, how about that? Answered quickly. Got right back to it. And look, long drives have their place. We know that. They can wear teams down. But when you hit them with big plays like that, that can really be a shot to them. A big-time one.
Yeah, one play, but now your defense is probably saying, man, we could have used a little more rest over here. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Elliott. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah. Not
an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Check.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Flush to his right. Pass incomplete.
Prescott on the keeper. Incomplete on the throwaway. It's 3rd down and 10.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
47.
56.
Here we go, D. Hey, it's just.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. Out now comes the Cowboys punter, as he'll come on to kick this one away. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Here we go. What do you need?
This is Breida. And he's got this down to the 35. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue.
Nowhere there to escape, and he goes down. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Landry. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10.
Watch the shift.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Apxllo-EU with a pick. Trying to get it to Landry there. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
You got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Prescott now, perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Buying time to his left. Incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Prescott going up top. This is caught inside the 15. A big play here for the Cowboys. 49 yards.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
They'll run on first down. It's Elliott, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two.
Right there, 56. Here I come.
They go to Elliott again. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his second TD of the game and 16th on the season, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they do the interception and finish off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 8 yards on the run there, and that leaves him with third and just a couple.
Here we go.
This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game.
Bang.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They run for it with Breida. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on fourth. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45.
Get in the weight room. Shift.
I got you.
Get him. You got him.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. Now they go screen. It's complete. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a 6-yard loss on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Throwing again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Tackle made there by Apxllo-EU.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
I got him.
And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Exit. Back.
They run with Thomas. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Check. Watch 54.
This is Thomas. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. They run with Breida. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They run again with Breida. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched. Well,
they better come back in here and watch this one because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you get a decision. Are you in field goal range or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
He'll look to throw. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. A costly sack. They'll have to use a timeout here. And barring a defensive penalty, they'll be looking at one final play. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And this game is tied. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. In overtime, you have to be smarter than that.
A personal foul just can't happen. Have to have poise.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Breida. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Now a give to Breida. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied.
Play that tight deep. Don't let them breathe, defense.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, kill.
Check 9, check 9.
26.
And what can Prescott do in the OT? He's got the connection to Cooper. And he's going to be ripped down by the face mask at the end of this, and that's going to add 15 more onto the end of this thing. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Kill. Here we go, go to 54, 26.
Off the play fake. Prescott completes it to Jason Witten. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. So they go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. On 2nd down now, it's Elliott. They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19. Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. A 20th carry here for Elliott. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. That's their 2nd and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And they have regained the lead. Now remember, this one is not over. But with the time running short here in the
okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get